Hey guys, Ryan Drozd here. I already met my brother Jake Drozd on his video series. I farm with my dad and my brother, of course, here in Allegan, Michigan, on our farm, Drozd Family Grain. We grow corn and soybeans, and we have a variety of biological trials we do every year, and BioPath is one that we can't wait to share our journey with that product. So we're at our farm here in Allegan, Michigan, in the southwest corner of the state. We're 15 miles from Lake Michigan, right in the heart of the snowbelt. So that is why we are still combining corn here in February. We're working on a little bit of everything here in our shop, prepping planters and sprayers while we are still harvesting. So a combine is sitting outside ready to come in. So we farm about a little over 7,500 acres, corn and soybeans, and occasionally some grain sorghum. Some challenges to do a whole lot of grain sorghum. We are very heavily irrigated, so almost 2/3 of our operation is irrigated under center pivot. Another unique thing in our area is we're just on the edge of a lot of specialty crops. So we have some challenges in what we're able to spray. Our crop mixes, low pHs, low CECs, the old adage that you farm from birth. So that's kind of how long we've been doing it. But Dad's been farming since the 70s, and Grandma and Grandpa had a chicken farm and a seed business from the 40s, 50s and on. So agriculture is deep in our family. I do a lot of the grain marketing and budgeting and financial stuff for the farm. Kind of in and out of the office a lot this time of the year. I kind of work hand in hand with my brother Jake, who's doing a lot of the agronomy stuff, so that we work together on purchasing inputs. We're all equipment operators, so we try to spread out the work. These are the maps of the counties that we farm in. They're helpful for a truck driver needs to know where to go or get a parts route, or who knows what. So these are actually one-row corn planters. Grandpa collected old farm memorabilia for years, and now my brother's kind of taking it up as a hobby. And this is mostly Grandpa's collection, so weed stuff. I wanted to do this series, my brother and I both did, because transparency is so important in our industry right now, and the fact that Mosaic wants to have a transparent look at their biological was a pretty awesome thing to be a part of. We also wanted to do this series to kind of showcase how we feel about biologicals. We live in one of the fringe states. We're not like one of the I-state guys, so we got to find a way to find that that quote-unquote silver bullet. We're out back here behind the farm. You guys are going to get a good glimpse of why farming in Mercen, Michigan, which is the name of our little four corners here up the street. It is wet all the time around here. I'm going to take you, walk you by our grain facility. We can store nearly 100% of our corn production each year. Because of our heavy end user market, we have to store our grain because somebody has to for them to feed livestock all the way up to next harvest. For example, over here we have a 400,000 bushel bin and then a couple of 180,000 bushel bins. Dad does most of the repair work on them. I'm not too keen on heights. See some of our trucks here. Some of them are out getting some wet corn from Dad in the field. 5 semis we run, basically run our own trucking company. So as we were picking corn, bringing in wet corn from the field, we're also loading up some dry corn. You can see our tower dryer here. I want to take you guys for a drive a little bit to kind of see our area. One of the unique things about our operation is we do a lot of rotation, even with Christmas trees. When we talk about being wet here all the time because of Lake Michigan, really the big ticket item, everybody wants to talk about how wet the fields are and how rutted up the fields are, but most of it is just our damp mornings. I mean, we're sitting here, it's March 16th, and it's probably a nicer day than 90% of all of our harvest during our normal harvest window. It's wet and damp every day here. It's sunny here right now for the first time in a long time. When we talk about doing trials and then evaluating how they went at the end of the year, I think it's important to know that we like to try our trials on several different soil types, see how they perform in several different situations. Biological products really perform. Sandy knolls are a big deal for us, and then heavier farms where we're having troubles getting certain nutrients that kind of unlock and become more available. Here we are actually at property we farm. It's actually my wife and I own this property. Here's another example of a field where biologicals really go to work. This field here has a pH below 6. We just lined this field a year ago, and the pH is still below 6, and this field will consistently go 200 bushel or above field average. That's pretty impressive with the low CECs, low pH. Great example of an area where biologicals really work. Take a case like this field. We got several different soil types in this field. When we talk about biological products, you're really looking at how can we make fields more consistent with our variant soil types. I mean, we're always looking for advantages to do more with what we have and make things more efficient because our cost per acre is so high where we live. So we have to find different ways to make that dollar do more. And I think biologicals are a way because we can put more money into that crop this year. I also think a lot of other products can be band-aids if we're using biologicals to make that fertilizer work harder for us. And that's kind of one way to fix that challenge. I think it's really important as farmers that we've stayed together this whole thing. The amount of stress that the general public doesn't really know that we have to go through in a growing season. I mean, we literally deal with 3 crops at one time, all the time. We're thinking about last year's crop, this year's crop that's about to go in the ground, and we already have to worry about next year's crop. I think we just need to make sure we rally together and always remember how the unique livelihood that comes with this job can never be taken for granted. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I look forward to sharing this journey with all of you throughout the course of the year, showing our life on the farm here in Southwest Michigan and how we utilize biologicals and several different tools throughout the season.